All right, Keith, thanks a lot. The government shutdown is headed now into its second week, and a lot of people are starting to think about a local impact. One area that could feel the pinch if it becomes a long-term stalemate is education. Our Riley Livingston sat down with local leaders to find out how they're planning. She joins us in the studio with more on that. Riley.
Andrea, the holiday season is over, and for many families that means it's time to head back to school. But as the government shutdown drags on, some school districts are taking a look at the bottom line.
Everything is okay for the moment. However, looking forward, we have to really take into consideration the shutdown.
Even though many organizations have received their funding for this year, the thought of a prolonged shutdown has many concerned about the next budget.
It affects our Office of Federal Programs. It can affect our Food and Nutrition Department, and have us to think outside of the box at new funding measures for our schools.
We are a 100% title school district. Therefore, all of our funds for our students come from the federal government. So it will really affect us if it continues. Right now, we're fine, but long term, we may not be.
When looking towards the future, one thing is on everyone's minds.
The students, that's the #1 priority for us.
Some students rely on our breakfast and lunch. Right now, our Food and Nutrition Department works well and has a very stable budget that will last us through the remainder of this year and probably half of next year. So I think when it comes to our lunches and breakfast, I think the district is in good shape.
But it's not just the kids feeling the impact.
At least 20 to 30% of our staff is funded through our Office of Federal Programs. We must use that money for programs, not only for personnel, but for programs, for interventions, for professional development, for travel. All those things would get shut down immediately if this continues.
No matter the outcome, Broadnax says he is already making plans.
As we prepare for next year's budget, we will look at, can this happen again next year? And if so, what measures will we take to be ready for any government shutdowns?
So far, the current shutdown ranks as the 4th longest in U.S. history. The longest one came during Bill Clinton's presidency and lasted 21 days.